Would you like it?
Excuse me.
A Christmas cruller. They're buy one, get one free. You can have my free one if you want.
Thank you. I'm just here for tea.
Okay, just thought I'd ask.
I don't generally accept food from strangers.
Anna, Jordan. You are?
James.
Nice to meet you. Merry Christmas.
Just like that, we were no longer strangers. What I did not expect was the friend I rushed to make had a big background. Right then, a bodyguard walked up to James. A snowstorm was coming in 2 hours. All flights were grounded.
Let's just get back to the hotel then.
We can't get back into Boston. Traffic's at a standstill, they're turning cars around.
A woman suddenly walked in at the door. She had checked nearby hotels on her phone. The closest one was over 200 kilometers away.
I may have a solution for you.
You do?
My father owns a beautiful inn.
I showed her my father's inn. She really liked it after seeing it, but the bodyguard stayed alert.
We can't just get in the car with a complete stranger.
I awkwardly said goodbye to them. As I was leaving, James suddenly called me.
Why are you doing this?
Just trying to help.
Then, under the woman's instruction, the driver loaded all the luggage into the car. Before we left, they introduced themselves.
This is my mother, Gabriella, and as you know, I'm James.
I could clearly sense it. The three of them were hiding something, but I would never guess. James was actually a king. He was traveling low-key for a secret meeting with a president. On the way, James kept a straight face. Seeing that, I did not try to start a conversation until the car passed a pothole.
Oh, sorry, pothole. Seriously?
It's like you've never been in the front seat of a car.
I had no idea at that moment. A king usually sits in the back seat. Soon we arrived at the destination. My father came to the door to welcome us while he went to put my things away. My father stepped forward to shake hands.
May I introduce Her Royal Highness Queen Gabriella Gallant and Prince James Gallant of Galway.
Before the king could stop him, the bodyguard revealed their identities. After my father learned who they were, he gave an awkward salute. Since I brought them here, my father assumed I already knew. They each took their luggage into the room. When we reached the room door, he showed his lack of experience again.
Maybe see room service menus instead.
I'm so sorry, but we don't offer room service.
He tried to say something, but the queen cut him off. I watched all of this and found it funny later when I told my friend about all the things James said.
I was looking for the pillow menu.
You're very brave.
In my eyes, James was a sheltered person under his mother. He was very polite, but lacked his own judgment. That night, all the guests gathered in the hall.
That we dress casually for dinner.
Well, this is my casual dinner attire.
I looked at him speechless. Then I went to help my father cook. I was worried they would not like the food, so I stayed beside them and explained. At one point, my eyes landed on James making a call. The queen told us not to wait for him. It was his job. I did not understand what that meant. I only knew if you do not eat, you get hungry at
I just wanted to let you know that dinner's almost over.
That's very thoughtful of you.
night while cleaning dishes. I noticed James never came back to eat, so I left food at his door, then went back to my room. After James opened the door, he looked at the food on the ground. A smile appeared on his face. One night passed, they packed early in the morning and came to the front desk to say goodbye. Because of the snowstorm last night, the roads were completely blocked. Even walking through required caution. Near noon, I was about to call them to eat, but I overheard their conversation. After checking my phone, I realized the people I brought home were all high-ranking royals. That night, we went out to a town event. Seeing James only wearing dress shoes, I could not help reminding him.
Oh, you can't walk in the snow in those shoes.
I'll be fine. They're waterproof.
They walked ahead, and I walked behind with James. On the way, I told him about some local customs. Then a woman called out to him.
Oh, and your dad mentioned that you were seeing someone special, and here he is.
A guest at the inn.
This small moment brought us closer. Christmas filled the whole street. When it was finally time to go back,
Hey, Stan, you think you could give my friend here a lift back to the inn?
Absolutely.
I'm fine to walk.
And I'm sure you'll get frostbite.
even though I was shivering in the cold along the way, I kept my scarf over his feet. Christmas was coming soon. So after we got back to the inn, we did not rush to our rooms. We stayed in the living room to decorate the tree. Laughter filled the room. Something between us seemed to change, but I knew there was no possibility between us. The fact he would leave tomorrow was something I could not change, but fate had other plans. The next morning, James showed up in front of me. The bridge to the airport was blocked by a tree, he complained, but he was secretly happy. He did not need an excuse to stay. He wanted one more day with me on the way to buy decorations. I picked up a stick from the roadside. James understood and started making a snowball. No one would expect a king to play such a childish game. Soon we reached the shop. I ran into someone I knew, just like last night. James was mistaken as my boyfriend, the boyfriend I brought home for the holiday. But this time James did not deny it. I felt secretly happy after picking everything we needed. We went back to the lobby, looking at the empty room. In the large space, we stood facing each other and moved with the music. When the mood turned intimate again,
I knew you'd be here. Oh,
Hi, Dad.
Time quickly reached afternoon. They talked about leaving tomorrow. I asked why they were going to Boston.
Why they were going there this time?
James's father passed away a year ago. Before that, he stayed in a hospital in Boston.
Which hospital was it?
Boston General.
That's Anna's hospital.
I worked as a nurse at that hospital. Half a day passed quickly. Soon it was our last night together. James did not stay in the inn. He went out with me.
To experience the local event?
They each held a candle. The light shined on our faces. I wanted to tell him how I felt, but sudden singing interrupted me. When we returned to the inn again, it was already late night. The lobby looked completely different. James confessed his feelings to me, but in a few hours he would leave. The next morning, when James was about to leave,
Hey, we had a little snow last night. What?
after hearing the news, he looked happy. I did not go out to see him off. I stood by the window on the second floor. A week passed quickly. After finishing things in Boston, James returned to the palace. He felt empty inside. While sorting his father's belongings, he found a letter.
I'm not sure I would have been with you this Christmas, especially my wonderful nurse, AJ. She didn't know I was a king, but treated me like royalty just the same.
It's her.
Soon, it was Christmas night. I received a message. When I opened it, it was a press conference James held after returning home after watching it. I decided to go to Gavel to tell him how I felt. But before I could leave, a familiar voice came from behind me. It was James who traveled far to see me. I stood in front of him, stunned and shocked.